Hi there, my name is Sarah and I work for California State Parks. Today I'm here at the Oceano Dunes District and I'm here with my friend Poppy the Plover. Poppy is a western snowy plover and today I'm going to ask her questions like where does the western snowy plover live, how do they act, how do they behave, and what it means to be a threatened species. So Poppy, my first question for you is can you tell me a little bit about what the western snowy plover looks like?
We have dark colored bills, a snowy white belly, gray-brown coloring on our wings and on top of our head, tiny black legs, and dark brown or black spots above our forehead, near our eyes, and on our shoulders. These are all important features because they help us camouflage well and hide from predators. Even our speckled eggs blend in well. We are pretty small, never growing much bigger than 6 inches, and our chicks only weigh as much as 1/4 when born.
Poppy, can you go ahead and tell me where the western snowy plover lives?
The western population of the western snowy plover can be found all the way from Washington to Baja California, but more specifically, we are shorebirds, which means that we live on or near the beach. When nesting, we prefer the four-dune habitat. Four-dune habitat consists of small dunes and open space that is higher up on the shoreline in dry sand. Plovers like pieces of driftwood and other small debris around our nests. We make nests, called scrapes, right in the sand. These scrapes allow us to hunker down for protection from weather and other animals that might want to eat us. We forage for food near the water's edge. You can see us looking for invertebrates in the piles of seaweed that wash up on shore. These piles are called wrack.
Awesome. Now that we know a little bit about where the western snowy plover lives and what they look like, can you tell me about how they act or how you behave?
Sure, some plovers will stay here on this beach year-round while others leave and then come back when it's time to breed, build their nests, lay eggs, and raise their chicks. Nests usually have 1 to 3 eggs, and the eggs take about 1 month to hatch. Within hours of hatching, the baby chicks are out and looking for their own food, a yummy snack of small insects or crustaceans. Nesting season here is March through September, arguably the most important season for western snowy plover protection.
But Poppy, why is it so important to protect the western snowy plover?
Because the western snowy plover is listed under the Federal Endangered Species Act as a threatened species. This is a law that was set in place to protect species of animals that are becoming less and less in number. When a species is threatened, it means that the animal is likely to become endangered in the future if people don't act quickly to help protect it. But what does endangered mean? To be endangered means to be at risk of becoming extinct. But what does extinct mean? Extinct is a word used when an animal species no longer exists. So if the number of western snowy plovers does not increase over time, we could eventually become endangered or even extinct.
Wow, thank you for explaining that to us, Poppy. But now I want to know how my friends and I can best protect the western snowy plover when we're having fun at the beach.
Thank you for asking. The beaches where we like to lay eggs and nest are often the same places that people like to recreate and have fun. Nesting season is only during the summer season when thousands of humans like to come to the beach to play and relax. So you can help. It is very important that people know that we exist and act in ways that protect us and our habitat. Scientists will put fences around areas that are being used by the plovers for nesting. You can do things like read signs and follow the rules listed on them.
That's a great idea, Poppy. I'll have to look out for those this summer. Can you go ahead and tell me a few things that we can do every day to protect the western snowy plover?
It is best to give us lots of space because we might think you are something that can hurt us and run away from our areas. Pick up your trash so it does not attract animals that could potentially eat us. Keep your dogs on leash so they don't scare us, and make sure to fly your kites in areas where it is allowed because they often trick us into thinking they are large birds that could hurt us. Keep driftwood and kelp in place because those are my favorite places to hide and nest.
Well, Poppy, thank you so much for all of your help today. I feel like I learned a lot about what the western snowy plover looks like, where they live, how they behave and act, and what it means to be a threatened species. So I encourage you, next time you're visiting the beach, please remember you're visiting the home of the western snowy plover. I encourage you to continue doing your part to protect this amazing species. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.
To learn more, please subscribe to our YouTube page and follow our park social media channels. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.